Hi, hello, and welcome to a fresh new episode of Maniac Reddeyvils. Lots to discuss today. The Ole Gunnar Solskjaer press conference reaction, the game from tonight, the Europa League Quarter Final second leg, Manchester United versus Granada. Also, some of the latest bit of transfer news surrounding Manchester United. But first, I would like to request you once again to subscribe to our channel. Please share our videos with all fellow Manchester United fans, and also like our videos if you do indeed like the stuff that we are producing every day. Now, starting with the game tonight, it's a very important game for us. Europa League Quarter Final second leg, Manchester United versus Granada. We have a 2-0 advantage going into this game, but most importantly, this is the only realistic piece of silverware that we can realistically hope to be winning this year. We have more or less second place nailed down for the Premier League this season. Chances of winning the league are next to nil. So this is the only realistic piece of silverware that we can expect to win. So we should go all out, and we have not won anything for the last 2-3 seasons. So we should be going all out for that. I don't afford to be too complacent about the game. Even though we are 2-0 up, still cannot afford to take risks. We already have 3 players suspended in the form of Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Scott McTominay, who are more or less our first teamers. Plus there is also the risk of losing 2 more players, Nemanja Matic and Paul Pogba, who are just one suspension away from missing our next game in the Europa League. That is the semi-finals first leg, if and when we go there. That is. Apart from that, we are also missing Eric Bailly, who is back at Manchester after suffering COVID. But as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer mentioned in the press conference, he is not in contention for the game, and young Will Fish from the youth setup has been called into the squad to fill up for the places, because we do not have the numbers when it comes to our centre backs. We have Victor Lindelof as our only first teamer centre back, and we will bring in Axel Tuanzebe. Ole mentioned that in the press conference, that Axel, even though he has missed much of the action this season, but he will be ready to grab his chance when he gets it today. So we may also be missing Marcus Rashford. He's a serious injury concern. He even sat out for the Wednesday morning training session, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer mentioned in the press conference. So this is going to be a bit of a banana skin. This might just prove to be a bit of a banana skin for us. So many players missing, but still the difference in quality between the two teams, I think it should be enough for us to go through. There's also good news on the injury front, as Ole mentioned. Daniel James will be back for this game. So hinted at squad rotation because of the games. There's so many games that we've been playing continuously. We had a tough game against Spurs last weekend, so there might be squad rotation as well. Alex Telles was present in the press conference alongside Ole, so definite starter for tonight's game. Now, coming to tonight's game, that's the team sheet that I think Ole will pick for today's game. The back four, we don't have much options regarding the back four. Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be starting at right back in place of Luke Shaw. Telles will be starting, and the centre back pairing will be that of Victor Lindelof and Axel Tuanzebe. Now in midfield, that's an interesting choice for Ole to make. I think Fred will be starting. Not having McTominay would mean we need an experienced player in midfield, and Fred, for me, will be starting this game. Alongside Fred, I think Ole might just go with Donny van de Beek. He has been good in the limited opportunities that he's been getting, but he really needs some game time, and I think there's no better game to start him than tonight. And Pogba, I think he might just start in the left wing given Rashford's injury, plus the fact that he had a great game playing along the left wing against Spurs, so that might also rule in his favor. There is also a slim chance that Ole might start Nemanja Matic given we have a 2-0 lead to protect from the first leg. So we just might see Matic starting alongside Fred. Even though Ole hinted at rotation, I don't expect him to bench Bruno Fernandes. I think he will for sure be starting. And along the right wing, since Daniel James is fit, I would expect him to make the starting lineup. Now up front, I would assume since Edinson Cavani played the full 90 minutes in the weekend, he might be given a rest, and Mason Greenwood, who came on from the bench against Spurs and had a good game with 1 goal and an assist, he might just be starting up front. So that's more or less the team news for tonight's game. There's also a chance that he might bring, if we are comfortably we are pretty much comfortable towards the second half of the game and we are 1-0 or 2-0 up after the first half. I think there may be chances of resting a few of the players and bring in the likes of Amad Diallo maybe, or some of the players who haven't had as much game time this season. So that's pretty much it. Now we'll move towards the transfer news and rumors surrounding Manchester United at the moment. Question that he was asked in yesterday's press conference, Ole was asked regarding transfers and how eager he is regarding the early transfer business this summer, and Ole obviously didn't want to stress too much on transfers and said he was more concentrated on ending the season on a high and rather than focusing on transfers. This is an answer that you would expect from Ole, and even though he said he doesn't expect, he's only focused on ending the season on a high. I'm sure he must be absolutely wanting the transfers, the deals to be done early this summer, as it would give them time to blend in with the squad, to train with the squad. So this is a given. Now regarding transfer news, Manchester Evening News and Samuel Luckhurst mentioned that Declan Rice is open to a move to Manchester United, and he has even discussed this with the United players on England duty, with the likes of Luke Shaw, Maguire and Dean Henderson, and he's very much open to a move. But that report mentions that United have been tracking that player for the past 2 years, so there's a good chance of that deal happening. But it's just too early to say. Plus, the fee will be too steep a fee. So let's see if United will be able to do this deal. For me, the only chance that this deal happens is if Jesse Lingard is involved. He has had a massive turnaround of fortune since joining West Ham. He has been their best player, and West Ham will be really keen to get him. And if West Ham secure European football for next season, I'm sure they would want to secure the services of Jesse Lingard. But then again, in that scenario, they would be willing to let go Declan Rice on a cheap transfer fee. So that will be an interesting. There are also tentative links of Manchester United to Eduardo Camavinga from Rennes, who has supposedly rejected a new deal offer from Rennes, and he's open to a move in the summer. Also interesting news regarding Cavani coming up. Cavani is said to have a dialogue with the United hierarchy and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but he is not too keen in extending his stay at United. But he has made it clear to Ole and Woodward that it's not down to the money, and it's due to personal reasons. So let's see where that deal ends up. But United has made it clear that they want the player to stay, because this would suit United, because if Cavani moves, then they would also have to look for a striker in this transfer window. So we know how slow United are in doing deals, and another extra deal would mean that it would hamper our chances of getting a player in another position. Also, in regards to Eric Bailly, he's apparently so far rejected United's advances for a new contract, because he is frustrated by his lack of game time and the fact that he is overlooked by Solskjaer in favor of Lindelof. So if Eric Bailly moves, we might have to look for another centre back. Also, there are positive links coming from Spain regarding Rafael Varane, who has seemed to reject who is not keen to renew his deal, renew his contract with Real Madrid, and is open to a move in the summer. So let's see if United can get someone of the likes of Rafael Varane to play alongside Maguire or Lindelof. I think we will have a good back line, and we can play a much higher line than we are doing at the moment with two slow centre halves. Varane has got some good pace, and if we can make this deal happen, it will be one of the better deals of the summer. I think United is in a need for a very good centre half, a fast, physical centre half, someone like Rafael Varane or a Jules Koundé is an absolute must for United to have in this transfer window. So that's a wrap up of the transfer news for today. We have an important game coming up tonight. Let's hope to see United in the semis of the Europa League, and hopefully we can go all the way and win the Europa. So that's it for today. Please, again, I would like to mention, please subscribe to our channel and share our videos with your friends, and do like the videos. Thank you.